So here are the main things that I think every Yinlin player needs to know. Her optimal rotation is different for every situation. The swap tech is important for DPS and survivability. She also has very good parry animation, and dodging is not a bad idea. After discussing these points, I will also share my opinion regarding sub DPS versus main DPS Yinlin. Timestamps will be available, but I highly recommend you to watch the video in full because there will be clips to help you understand my opinion. First, we have to talk about Yinlin's rotations because there are a lot of different rotations that have been circulating over the internet. I tested most of them, and I came to the conclusion that those rotations are mostly for single target. Skill, basic attack into skill, or skill, basic attack 4 times into skill, hits hard, but it does not do well in an AoE situation. When fighting against multiple mobs, especially in the tower, this is better. Did you see how fast it charged the outro gauge, and also Yinlin's personal gauge? Also, at this point, you have tagged all the mobs and your gauge is almost full. So let's take it back from the top. The best follow-up in terms of damage is skill 2, but then again, you have the option to use one more basic attack or even dodge, and after that, you would follow up with a chameleon cipher, which turns all the sinner's mark into punishment mark, and then you are free to do anything you want, like echo, liberation, swap out, whatever you want really. In terms of bossing, the standard rotation is as follows. Don't forget to mix in dodges here and there, because as you can see, enemies will not wait for you to finish your combo. For those of you who don't know, the swap tech refers to swapping characters during certain animations, so that the first character is still attacking when you have already switched to the second character. This tech is very important to Yinlin, and I will show you why. First, in terms of DPS, Yinlin's big hitting attacks have a long animation. Her BA4 and her chameleon cipher takes ages to hit, so this has to be cancelled if you want to maximize your DPS. Secondly, in terms of survivability, long animations mean that you are prone to get hit. Especially during chameleon cipher, Yinlin is a sitting duck. She will get hit unless you perform the swap tech. Do remember that you don't have to do this 100% of the time. Learn the fight and adapt accordingly. Look at Yinlin's first basic attack animation. It's fast, and it has a lot of horizontality. Let's compare it with other characters. Most of you will be playing Yinlin with Calcharo and Verena, so let's have a look. We can clearly see that Yinlin's hitbox is the better one out of the three. Does this animation remind you of something? That's right, sword users. Let's compare her first basic attack with the Havoc Rover's first basic attack. It is actually better. So does this mean that Yinlin should be used to parry? Yes and no. Look at her dodge attack multiplier, it's very big. And to top it off, this also triggers her extra attack for marked enemies. You should still prioritize parrying against bosses because depleting the toughness bar is always a good idea, but don't feel bad about panic dodging because she still deals quite a bit of damage. So for the big question, here's my opinion. Since Yinlin will switch out a lot and will parry or dodge a lot, it is stupid to think of her as a sub or main DPS. Even her best rotations are different for each situation. Reactive gameplay is her main game plan, and so she should be built as what you need her to be. If your team needs a main DPS, then build her as a main DPS. If your team already has a main DPS with a lot of field time, then give her a buffing build. Whichever build you are using, she will still swap out a lot. The main difference will be thinking about the intro/outro skills and also echo usage, but this only happens at the end of a rotation, so it does not make a big difference. And here's the summary. Yinlin is versatile, so you better play to her strengths. No matter how you build her, in the end, your main game plan is to abuse the swap tag for more damage, so please learn it. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, leaving a like, comment, or subscribe will help me out a lot. And I will see you guys next time. Cheers!